as manager entails buying the things that come into the store. I am in charge of the volunteers, scheduling who works as clerks and who works sorting in the back room. I am in charge of ordering supplies like tags and stickers for pricing, just trying to keep everybody happy. Thinking about the average shopper in our store, I would say that probably 50% of the people are from this community. Probably 25% after that would be people not from the community but are familiar with our store and shop regularly, and then another 25% just happen upon our store. We are the oldest MCC thrift shop in the United States. We opened in 1974. So in the early 60s, a woman named Edna Ruth Byler had a vision. She traveled with her husband to Puerto Rico, and he worked for the Mennonite Central Committee. And while she was with him, she started purchasing needlework from the people living there. And she came back from Puerto Rico and started selling that at bazaars and things out of the trunk of her car. And one of the places she stopped and was selling things was here in Bluffton. In 1972, the very first Mennonite Central Committee thrift shop opened in Manitoba, Altona, in Canada. And it was opened by 4 women who were concerned about that a lot of clothes were being thrown away, and they felt like they could be recycled somehow. So those women opened this shop, and it was the very first Mennonite Central Committee thrift shop. Now, a woman in Bluffton wanted to combine the two ideas of buying things from other countries and selling what we call thrift items or reselling clothing. And so she thought if we could, in Bluffton, open a shop that would, from the selling of all these donated items, she could buy the things from other countries and sell them. So that's how we became the very first Mennonite Central Committee thrift shop, but also we were called a combination store. At the time, 10,000 Villages was called Self-Help Crafts, and we were all in the same building. And then in about 2000, they became 10,000 Villages, and they moved to this other half of this building. So we're celebrating our 40th anniversary in 2014, so we'll be having a big celebration.
My name is Tony Oakley. I have been a volunteer for a lot of years, and on the 10,000 Village side, I'm the volunteer assistant manager too. 10,000 Villages actually used to be self-help crafts, and basically those are all the handmade crafty items from developing countries. And in order for the person that started the store, Lois Kreider, for her to start it, she needed to get some funds in. And so in order to have money to buy the self-help crafts for us to be able to buy, they started the thrift site. And then that money went towards buying the crafts, which they sold. An etc. shop used to have, both the clothing and all the goods, all the thrift side and the self-help crafts on that side of the store. And then eventually 10,000 Villages started, and they have their own side now. And all the etc. side is just this thrift side. And then book reviews was an offshoot of the etc. shop, and Ruth Unroe started that with the books. And that split out. So now there's all 3 stores on Main Street right now.